Hi girls. So in this video we are going to solve the problem elimination of epsilon production. So this is a given problem. Consider the following grammar G V comma T comma P comma S where V is equal to, so this is non-terminal, V is equal to S A B D and T is equal to A comma B and S is equal to S and P is equal to, these are the production, given production. S implies A B A S. A implies epsilon, B implies epsilon, D implies B. Construct a grammar G dash without nullable productions equivalent to the above grammar. So in this grammar we have to eliminate the nullable variable and produce a grammar that is G dash. Okay, so for this we already in the last video I taught you about the theorem used in elimination of nullable variable. So in this video also I will compare the theorem and the problem solving and explain. Construction of set of nullable variable, that is the first step. We learnt that in the theorem construction of a set of nullable variable, that is the first step. The nullable variable W can be computed as follows. Wi is equal to A is in V and A implies epsilon is in P. So that is in Wi I will add this production of this form will be added in P. So see now in this I have in this production, we have to see the production. See the production rule. In this production I have A implies epsilon, B implies epsilon. So I have the production, epsilon production I have. So this production have to be added in W1. Okay, whatever production you have, the epsilon production, that production, all the production have to be added in W1. What is the second step in the theorem? The theorem Wi plus 1 is equal to Wi union A is in B and V implies alpha for alpha in Wi star. So see here now W2 is equal to, you have to write W1, that is A comma B you are writing. Union you have to see which nullable variable. See this production, S implies AB. Already you have added A and B in W1. So now you are going for S implies AB. So when you take this S implies AB, so for A you can substitute epsilon and B also you can substitute epsilon. So S is deriving a null string. Okay, null string. So epsilon becomes a null string here. So S produces a null string. So S becomes a nullable variable. So likewise you have to identify a nullable variable. Is there by substituting this nullable variable, any particular variable is producing a null string, that variable will become a nullable variable. So you have to check the production and substitute the nullable variable and see whether it is producing a empty string or not. If it is producing the empty string, that variable you have to add it in W2. Union, you have to add union and then whatever productions becomes a nullable variable, those variables you have to add it in W2. So here for me it is S is producing the empty string. So yes, I am adding. Now for D you see D implies B. So I will not be able to substitute anything for this production. So I cannot derive an empty string. So this I cannot consider. AS also, for S you cannot, you can substitute AB, you can substitute AB, you can substitute and A, and so already you have added S. So it will not make much difference. Already S is added. So fine. Since in the production S implies AB, nullable variable W1 AB occurs at the right hand side. In S, AB occurs at the right hand side and already this A and B is a nullable variable. So S also will become a nullable variable. So that is the explanation is written here. And now set of nullable variable. What are the set of nullable variable? We got A comma B comma S. According to this given grammar, we got the nullable variable as A comma B comma S. Okay, so now moving to the second step. Second step is construction of P dash. So P dash is obtained by deleting the subsets of nullable variables from the production. Okay, so this is what we learnt in theorem. So we have to see the production, and in the production which don't have epsilon at the right hand side, so such production can be added in P dash. So in this you see, this production I cannot take, this production I cannot take this production right hand side. You can see there is no epsilon and there is no nullable variable, so this I can consider in P dash. So you are adding such production in P dash. See, consider D implies B. The right hand side of this production does not have any nullable variable. No nullable variables. Nullable variables already you identified. What are the nullable variables? A, B, S. So on the right hand side you have to see if there is no nullable variable, then such production can be added in P dash. So you added D implies B into P dash. Next production you have to see. Next production is, what is the next production? S implies AB here. S implies AB. So when you take S implies, already you have added this. This you cannot consider, this you cannot consider, this you added in P dash. Now other production you have to see. S implies AB you are taking. So AB is a nullable variable. Okay, AB is a nullable variable. So what you have to do, by deleting the subsets of nullable variable. So we have to delete the subsets of nullable. What do you mean by subset? Subset is, for this AB, what is a subset? If I remove one, then it becomes a subset. Okay, B becomes a subset and A becomes a subset. So you have to remove one by one variable at a single point of time. You have to remove only one nullable variable. Okay, so yes implies, first you are removing A, so you are getting B. Second time you are removing B, you are getting A. So yes implies B, yes implies A. Okay, so this is what by deleting the subset of nullable variable. Consider S implies AS. It generates. See now, in this, which one is nullable variable? Only S is a nullable variable. So I can remove only S. So after removing S, I am getting A. But you cannot remove A. Why? This is not a nullable variable. Only nullable variable you have to remove. If more nullable variables are there at the right hand side, one by one, in one step, one nullable variable you have to remove. And then this process you have to continue. So the equivalent, now everything is over. See the grammar, this already I added, this I cannot consider, this I cannot consider. In yes, you have taken these two and you have solved how to add in P dash we learnt. So with that, the grammar is, we simplified. We removed the epsilon production. So we have to write the grammar. So V dash is what? V dash is S, A, B, D. And T is equal to A, B. And S is equal to S. And P dash is equal to S implies AB. So AB. And all these you have to write. And B, S implies B. And S implies A. And already S implies AS. And S implies A. And D implies B. All you have to write. But in this production, we don't have any epsilon production. So we have eliminated the epsilon production. So this is a final grammar. Okay, see in this example, this is one more example. This is over. This is second problem. For your understanding, I am explaining one more. S implies B, A, B, Z. Okay, suppose you have this production. So how do you delete the subset of nullable variable? For that I am explaining this example. So in this, A and B is considered as a nullable variable. So how will you eliminate? At a single point of time, only one I have to remove. So first time I am removing B. So I am writing A, B. Second time you have to remove this, but you will include this B. So B, A, B. And third time you have to remove this. So, but you will have this, this and this. So that is B, A, B. Okay, fourth time you will remove this, but you will have this, this and this. So that is B, A. Okay, fine. This is first time. Second time you have to remove. This is one variable you are removing. at once. So here two variable you are going to delete at a single point of time. Two variables. So see now, S implies BAAB. This is given. Okay. So now what you have to do? S implies 2 you are removing. So what you are getting? AB. And next time what you have to do? You can remove this and this. So you are getting BB. S implies what you have to do? You can remove this 2. So you will get AA. And next time what you can do? You can remove B. AB you can remove and then you will get B. Okay, this is all. So next what you can do by deleting 3 nullable variables. 3 variables you have to remove. So 3 variables means S implies BAAB. So in this 3 if you remove, so you will get S implies B, or else you will remove this means you will get S implies A. So this is how you have to remove, and finally you have to write everything. Okay, so this is how we eliminate in the second step, construction of P dash we will do. If we have more nullable variables at the right hand side, one by one we have to remove. Thank you.